It's a bit a big number. 700 at the age of 700 girls in the age of 6 to 12 have never attended school. Then around half of the girls between the age of 54 to 24, it is found out that these are illiterate. They are illiterate. Then it is also found that in 5 girls, 4 of those girls don't attend high school. So you see, they don't attend high school. And 35% of the girls drop out of school because of early marriages. And that's quite a big number. If 35% of the girls in our schools drop out because of early marriages, so it's a big percentage that we need to talk about it. We need to find out solutions for the cause, and then we come on board. 23% drop out because of early pregnancy. You know, there is a difference between early marriage and early pregnancy. 23% drop out of school because of early pregnancy. Then, also, according to research, poverty is the largest contributor of all the above. You find that families outside there don't have the ability to facilitate these learners to school. And now there we are. That is the status quo. When you look at the figures, that 700 of the girls in Uganda between the age of 6 and 12, they have never attended school. So that's a big challenge. When you look at half of these girls between the age of 15 and 24 are being illiterate, that one also calls for attention. And it is our major cause. That's our purpose, actually. It's the basis of our efforts. So we want to change. We want to change that. And the 23%, of course, of those who drop out because of early pregnancies, and 35% who drop out because of early marriages. So that's quite a number. When you sum up all the percentage, you find that we still have a problem. And so many people ask why we come in for girl child, not the boys. But you find that the boys are given a priority to compare it to girls. So we are finding out that the biggest change factor that is causing that, Brother Song, it is because of the poverty. I mean, these families where these girls come from.
And well, of course, when it comes to the poverty bit of it, I want to believe that the reason as to why we have such initiatives like yours is to ensure that you come and help or support the girl child to get education at a cheaper or at a free rate. When it comes to the parents within Kyankwanzi, let's start from there. Are they willing to support? You know, there's an element of will when you do not have money, but then there's also an element of not willing, whether you have the money or not, to support the girl child. How do they perceive a girl child? Do they still have it in their mind that a girl is not supposed to go and complete school? They are majorly made for the kitchen. Do we have such beliefs ongoing within that side?
Well, we purely still have, and it is cutting across. We still have families that look at these girls as a source of income, deep there. 2, we have parents who are willing, but they have no the support, the ability. They have no the ability to facilitate the girls. Then we also have a category of those who are not willing. They are just biased because they have a belief that when you educate a girl child, this is a wastage of resources, wastage of time. So we have that. But when you look at the percentage, from making analysis from the local setting, for example, from Kyankwanzi district and other districts where I've moved and made a research, because I'm moving countrywide, we are having parents, biggest percentage of parents, they are willing to support their families. The families by educating the girl child. But then the challenges come in. the challenges of distance to schools, the challenges of failure to provide the materials, scholastic materials, pay the small tuition. Because, for example, because UPE was introduced and it has helped. We want there to thank government. It has helped to maintain a number of girls in schools. Then USE was also introduced and it is helping. But we still have need. These families still have need because we've found out that actually a number of these girls drop out because of just lack of a sanitary pad. You find that girl has failed to access. Then, when they are in that period also, they fail to go to school because health-wise there is a way it disturbs them also. So they need the support. So that one also is there. So a number of them, they are willing, but then they finance itself, the poverty. Then there are also those who are looking at our girls as a source of income, just like I've said, and they don't have the will to support. They don't have.
Okay. And moving into making sure that the girl child stays in school, there are quite a number of efforts that have been laid by the government and some of the other stakeholders, NGOs, to put it in a better context, over the years, I should say, to ensure that the girl child goes to school. The other time when you were here, I remember asking you, do you have it in your plans to ensure that this time round the initiatives and the programs of empowering the girl child are not only based in Chankwanzi, but a country, are going to go across the country? I don't know how the plans are currently.
Thank you. Currently, the plans are that we are moving. We have been to districts like Mitiana, we have been to districts like Mubende, we have gone to Hoima, Chankwanzi, we are mobilizing, Chiboga, we are involving it, and we are organizing at the climax. We are going to have a mega event, a mega sensitization, a mega campaign. Because you believe me, on 11th of October is always an International Girls' Day, a Girl Child Day. And there we want to come in, mobilize the entire country, and have the walk for Girl Child in a mega sensitization program. So we are going, at the climax, we are having that. And we intend, within that climax, we intend to at least start and strengthen the training center for Girl Child, and it will be an innovation hub to help in these girls. Because when you look at the percentage, just like from the status I told you, that we are having those ones who have not been able to attain education, and therefore they also need our support. So we want to go in for skilling, empower skilling, provide skills, add on the little that we have. So they are actually sensitized and mobilized. My fellow Ugandans, our development partners, and other colleagues, responsible citizens, parents and community, political leaders, to come in there, and we mobilize, we organize a mega event to make sure that we create more awareness and more to empower. Because when we look at, we are targeting 10 schools. If we can have 10 schools, and at least we have the training centers in those schools. Okay. It will be good. It is going to improve on the skills. Because when these girls get skills, we are looking at, because we are seeing that the major cause is poverty. Parents who are not able.
Let's look on that matter. Let's look at Mr. Katamba. Let's look at community engagement. How have you been engaging with the community and those around, let's say the guardians and the parents and the society in general, to ensure that they buy into the idea of girl child education?
Wow. Now what we are doing, we are trying to bring out these girls from the parents. We talk to parents, they give us the girls, we provide the skills, we engage. Two, we sensitize them to at least provide some materials that we use in making sanitary pads. So in that, when we are passing them out, we invite these parents, they come on board, the community. The community leaders have helped us. They have mobilized, we have been to churches, we've been to local meetings in the villages, we have organized sports and culture, and there we have engaged, we have involved the members of the community, and it is working out. Because one, they have also been sensitized to do the same. So you find that we have a leader in the community who can actually stand and talk about the girl child. And that's what we have been yearning for. For also these leaders, the community leaders, the parents, to also stand and have a voice, add a voice to our cry. And they are doing it. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. And then also, besides the community engagement, I want to look at the financial and academic support that you render to these girls, to the girls that are coming in from underprivileged families. You know, many of them come in from families where there is less money, or the families can't afford some of these facilities at school. But when it comes to, let's say, Luther Maguzi Memorial School and then other initiatives under the First Lady, what are some of those support mechanisms that have been put in place to ensure that you support these girls?
Now, we are doing our best. These girls who are coming from less privileged families, we have put in, one, the skilling. And the finance that you've talked about, we are trying to give them free education. Reduce on the tuition to empower these parents. Because you find that these parents are not able to pay. These ones who are coming from less privileged families, they are not able to raise the tuition. So we talk to schools. We have mobilized the directors of schools, because we have a challenge that though we have free education, but cases come in, lunch, scholastic materials, like books, and the sanitary pads. So you find that we have engaged so many directors of private institutions to come on board. So we have schools where we have been given bursaries for the girls, and it is working out. So that is the support, the education support that we are giving to these girls. We are trying to make sure that by all means they don't stay in the villages.
Okay.
They go to schools. So we have schools, we have universities that we've partnered with, and they are giving us a hand.
On that matter, clearly give us an understanding of the role of the schools and the teachers in empowering girl child education.
Okay. So as schools, our role is one, to make sure that these girls are brought to schools. We provide what is needed. We teach, we empower, we do the mental health education, we comfort them, because some of them are they are desperate. Before we give them the skills, we make sure that mentally they are on board. We do the mental health education, the mentorship. We rehabilitate their minds. Because you find that we bring a child, maybe a girl, who has spent 4 years without attending school. This child has been at home with a parent. Maybe at home there have been domestic violence. This girl is psychologically tortured. It's our role as teachers, professional teachers, responsible citizens, to come out there and rehabilitate. Because that is the first step. You can't just pick this girl and, you've got a bursary, go to school. No, we do the rehabilitation. We bring the mind of this girl. We give the girls the care, the love, and it is done. The teachers, their role is one, because the role of teacher, the roles of teacher, it is broad, but teachers do the teaching, do the counseling of these learners, of these girls. They do the counseling, and more so, the teachers go an extra mile to talk to the parents, to also advise, reduce, because we become also counselors. Believe me, brothers, we are serious counselors. As we, the teachers, we talk to parents. Before even, actually, we also have in there an element of reducing domestic violence. Because these girls, they come and tell us. They come and tell us, you know what, sir, I'm passing through A, B, C, D. Talk to my mom. Talk to my relative. Talk to this guardian. They are tortured. It is a lot. It's a lot.
And on that point, I wish to know, what are some of those issues that the girl child is facing that hinder their progress in school or their continuous academic journey moving forward?
The challenges are a lot, and they actually, I must say, they are painful. Because some of these girls are exposed to sexual harassment. Sexual harassment by parents, it's unfortunate. 2, by teachers. Some, those who are not professional, to the community leaders, some. And this one is a bit bad. I think that is the right term that I can use. It is actually affecting our girls, because we have found out that a number of these girls in their families where they are coming from, they are exposed to rape, defilement, and so psychologically they are tortured. You find that the mother separated with the father, and there the stepmother comes in. But at the end, you find that this girl is tortured psychologically, denied access to education. That's the challenge. At times, we're left out without options. And here we have cases where we see parents turn to their girls, their own daughters. And it's happening. And it's reality. It's on ground, Brother Song. Parents. So we come in. At times it is actually very difficult for this girl to talk about this. So this girl needs to be brought, handled with care, then she will have the guts to talk. In the friendly way. She will have to talk and tell you, you know what, Cha, I'm passing through ABCD. So those are all challenges. Rape, defilement, denial to access scholastic materials, moving long distances to access schools, because when you look at UPE schools, they don't have boarding sections. So this girl must walk 4 kilometers from home to school. Also, US schools don't have boarding sections. This girl is entitled to walking every day in the full term, full year, all the 4 years. That's why we are saying that the number of those ones who are joining A-level, advanced level, is reducing. Very low, actually, for these girls because of such challenges.
Okay. And what, as Lutamaguzi Memorial School, have you put in place to monitor the progress of these girls, more so after passing through your school, to ensure that after high school, they are becoming better individuals, successful individuals, or they are upgrading to other higher institutions of learning? Are there monitoring platforms that you've put in place, and are you evaluating their performances over the years, having been under the school and even your initiatives?
Yeah. So we are trying to, we actually do follow-up. Because when these girls complete O-level, for example, when they complete O-level, those ones who are going to who want to join the courses, we have schools, colleges that have given us bursaries. So after completing maybe O-level, those ones who decided to branch, we have schools where we take them, and the colleges. And for example, and also universities for those ones who complete A-level. We want to thank Professor Badru Katerega, the Kampala University, the Vice Chancellor of Kampala University. There we have bursaries. We have bursaries for these girls. They are there. We want to thank the nursing school at Maya. International Paramedical Institute, it has given us bursaries for these girls. So we try, after the skilling, those ones who want to join the skilling center, after we try to make them do some work where they can get resources. Those ones who want to continue with education, we've robbed the bursaries, especially now, like I've said, Kampala University and the International Paramedical Institute that is trying to give a hand to these people. So far that's our step that we have made. And these ones who have skills, the girls who have gotten skills, we continue to empower. Give them some little money for buy materials so that they can continue with the skilling to get money.
And in your parting shots, what would be your message to all the girl child activists in the country in a minute?
I just want to call upon and mobilize the leaders. First of all, I want to thank Mama Janet for this initiative. As I've said, we come in to embark as responsible citizens to support. We are partnering with the other organizations like the Aaron Katamba Foundation, the Katika Foundation. I want to thank Cheche. Cheche is on board. So we want to, because it is supporting us, and we want to call upon, and in a nutshell, we want to call upon the organizations, registered organization, well-wishers, political leaders, to all join the initiative to come and we embark on girl child mobilization and sensitization. And at the end of the day, brother, we are going to have a mega event. We shall invite you as UBC, and it will aim at providing more skills, creating more skilling centers in the different districts within the entire country, to make sure that we have it done. We attain the objective. And the bigger objective, it is to empower the girl child.
Well, indeed.
Sensitize her to school and make sure that we see a good leader out of this girl.
And there you have it. Joshua Katamba is the director of Lutemaguzi Memorial High School in Chankwanzi. And that is it for our topic of discussion this morning here on Good Morning Uganda Extra rather. And our topic of conversation has been around girl child sensitization and education. On your screen, we have a live broadcast coming to you live here on your national broadcaster. Let's have it. Stick around to UBC till tomorrow for Good Morning Uganda. But for now, I'll leave you with this broadcast.